Yeah, well, here I am back again. I was so busy running off at the gyms, I didn't know my thingy cut off. But it said my battery is half charged, but maybe I had it on, maybe I didn't. I was just sitting here thinking of Spinny Hill since I had seen something on my Facebook that last year Lloyd Means and my man Dedrick Johnson, they had made a movie about Spinny Hill. But the thing was, theirs is a little different than the way I seen it. I remember falling off the turnip truck in '59 now, for the simple reason my mom's had to get me out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, because I was a little badass bastard, running around doing all kind of little shit. So I wound up in a place called, like same place Isaac Hayes, Luther Ingram was at, this place called Pikesville, Tennessee. The bad little fuckers. There's others who was there, but they still living. And I don't talk about living, I talk about the dead. So Luther Ingram and Isaac, they ain't here no more. So we wound up in the same place. I remember Isaac, we used to call him Lips, because he could play damn near any damn instrument going. And I tried my little bit. Luther was good at singing. I tried my little stint in the band, but goddamn, I just didn't have the talent. I couldn't sit in one spot. I was too nervous and jerky. And besides, I knew we couldn't afford the instruments I wanted to play. So, I think that was like what I wanted. It was like a month's rent, and I knew my poor mammy wasn't gonna spend that buying me no guitar and no box. So I figured, what the fuck? Why waste my time? But I got out of there and went back and. Like everybody moved north to New York, because Mom was a baby nurse. She was one of the best baby nurses going. She took care of more Jews down in Great Neck than Carter had liver pills. I know down south she used to work down here when we was in Tennessee. She used to work, but the people she made more than a husband and wife team, and she was just by herself, and it was 5 of us. I was taught at an early age to cut that pie 5 ways. If you got a pie, you cut that pie 5 ways, and you give all my other 4 siblings a slice. And I don't know, they carry it over to this day. That's why I find it easy to share. But some people find it hard to share. But I'm glad I was raised like that. There was plenty of love, when I was out of jail, when I was in jail, I was in jail. When I was out of jail, I was out of jail. But anywho, when I came to New York, I came by Greyhound, and I was there at Penn Station. Not Penn Station, sorry, Port Authority. At the good old PA. At the good old Port Authority, the old one at that. So I remember walking around. It took a while. Mom said she'd be there. So she said she'd be there about an hour. And she said about an hour. I took that to be 3 hours when I called. So I walked up to Madison Square. I looked what Madison Square used to be, the old Madison Square. And I spent about an hour watching some naked broad walk around upstairs. And I said, ooh, New York is nice. I was downstairs watching. I wasn't the only one out there. It was about me and about 6 other dudes. We was out there standing looking up. And one of the dudes, he said he played music. And he said he was playing at Birdland. He said, I play at Birdland, And meanwhile, the chick, she was a stone exhibitionist. She's going left and right. And I just started talking to him, He told me he was from the South too, He's from North Kakalaki. And he played, like he was, I said, damn, why is he so sharp in dressing out here? And then I found out later that, like these musicians used to jerk their money on drugs or some other shit, an old lady taker. The ones who didn't, the old lady takers, so they free to roam around New York afterwards. It took a while to get home. And he said, come and see me sometime. I said, okay, come see me play. I said, yeah, sure. Found out the dude was Art Blakey. I see this little dark ass down there playing this little drums. I said, holy shit. But I had heard him down in Tennessee, but chances of meeting him, it was weird. And he introduced me to a whole bunch of guys he was playing with. And, they didn't ring a bell, but later on, now that once I grew up, I said, wow, I met, he actually introduced me to some of the heavies, and he asked me if I played any kind of instrument. And I told him, yeah, radio, a portable radio and a record player. And he laughed his guts out. I think him and about two other guys who was there with him, they laughed. Oh, did they laugh? They laughed. They laughed. They got all over there. What's that trumpet? The trumpet dude who's played with him, who got whacked by his old lady down in Slugs. They was, a couple of them was slightly older than I was. I know they laughed. They laughed at my ass. Okay, so I went back, met moms, came out to Long Island. I think we walked down to Penn Station and took Penn back out to Long Island where we live. Up to Spitty Hill, she took a cab up to Spitty Hill. And, being the little bastard I was, I could remember every fucking thing, how to get there. So I could remember how to get back to Manhattan. Okay, so I tried hanging out with the local niggas, but the local niggas want to whip my ass. They want to whip that ass. I don't know what it was. We gonna whip that ass. So I got me a paper route. A friend of mine, this name was Willie Gray. He hooked me up to the paper route. So I got a paper route, and that gave me excess money. So I started winding up in Manhattan more than a little bit. Uptown, downtown, all around town. I liked it. I liked walking around because it was a big old. It's like a big old park to me, a big old people park. Everywhere you go, you run into people, And I didn't know that most of them were rich, these rich fuckers. But being a little country boy, I talked to anybody. I went to all the free. I remember going to the Empire State Building when it was free. All you had to do was put your money in the little machine. I think you put a nickel in the machine and you can see far, far away. And and I was talking. I said, wow, I was talking about the boroughs. This is that. The shit I had read. And this white boy asked me where I'm from. I said, I'm from Tennessee. I said, it's south that way. He said, ooh, it's way south. I said, yeah. I said, you got that right. And I found that funny. I even went to the Statue of Liberty when they rode you out on the boat, take you there, and you could go up in the torch. I don't think you can do that shit today, but you could go up in the torch and it'd be rickety. But you didn't give. But nobody gave a shit. Nobody gave a shit if it busted. If it busted. If it busted on you, nobody cared. Here I was up in the torch of the Statue of Liberty. Me being a little old hillbilly, fresh out of Tennessee, that was like exciting. And I think the ferry cost a nickel. It cost 5 cents to get over there. And to me, that was like that's like great. I love that. And I just used to go to all these places, Schomburg, that library. Library on Fifth Avenue. When I would be watching, seemed like Manhattan closed up all night long. I'd be at one of them jazz clubs, like the Five Spot or one of those, the Mittens, the Five Spot, Birdland. And when it closed early in the morning, I'd go down to the library and they had these little, they still got them today, they had these little